3 Bitcoin transactions worth $5.5 billion show why Bitcoin isn't going anywhere. Next on your 4-Minute Crypto Show. Today's show is from a post by Martin Young at Bitcoinist and brought to you by BitBlockBoom. Take a look at this great Bitcoin conference. It's coming to Dallas, Texas at BitBlockBoom.com, of course. I hope I get to meet you in Dallas for BitBlockBoom's 3rd and best year yet. Earlier this week, Bitcoinist ran an article on the theoretical possibility of the Bitcoin network being shut down. It was theorized that governments could just keep shorting the asset until the price dumps below $1,000. All the hodlers would get burnt, and then interest would die out like the last of the dinosaurs. Industry observer Rhythm Trader, well, he took a more cynical approach, stating there wouldn't even be a need for decentralized money if the world's governments just stopped the financial surveillance, inflation, artificial interest rates, deficit spending, fractional reserve buying, and capital controls. Because Bitcoin is so clearly speculative at this moment, the huge financial powers of bankers still influences its price, but not its ethos. Destroying the fiat on-ramps could effectively put a big hole in that speculative bubble that has induced Bitcoin's wild swings over the past couple of years. Looking at 3 previous big transactions, however, emphasizes why governments are so afraid of it and possibly why it cannot be shut down. The first in the big 3 was in 2011, when a transaction of 500,000 Bitcoin was worth $1.32 million at the time. Today, that would equate to a whopping $4 billion. Now, there's not a bank in the world that would allow an individual to transfer so much money, unless, of course, they own the bank. Now, the second big Bitcoin movement came in 2013, when 195,000 Bitcoin worth around $150 million at the time was moved for pretty much zero money and fees. More recently, in September of this year, 94,500 Bitcoin was sent, totaling $1 billion at the time. The fee for sending such a large or such a stupendous or such a giant amount of money was just 6.5 million Satoshis, or a little under $700. This is another reason that banks hate Bitcoin. It destroys their profits. Now, there will always be whales that have access to such epic amounts of Bitcoin, and they will always be using it to move money around without getting stung by governments or banks. Authoritarian states, which is pretty much all of them, they don't like people doing what they please with their own money. And this is why Bitcoin is here to stay. Even with a total internet failure, which will wipe out the banks and stock markets anyway, there are ways to transfer Bitcoin. Can Bitcoin ever be shut down? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe at 4minutecrypto.com/subscribe for a new episode of this show every day of the week, or every weekday at least ways. Don't forget to take a look at BitBlockBoom.com for the great Bitcoin conference in Dallas, Texas. I'm GaryLeland, the Crypto Podcaster, and thanks for joining me on another 4-Minute Crypto Show. This has been a CryptoPodcaster.com production.